Welcome in. I'm Steve Palazzolo, giving you the top 5 offensive lines in the SEC through 4 weeks of action. And it's all been brought to you by Eckrich, the official smoked sausage of the college football playoff. So let's get into it. The SEC, known for their play in the trenches. So who has the best offensive line? It's actually the Georgia Bulldogs, the number 2 team in our PFF top 25 so far. And even though they have big right guard Ben Cleveland, who's going to miss the next few weeks, 4 out of their 5 starters heading into this weekend's game against Tennessee have graded at 70 or higher. And they have youth on their side as well. Youngsters like Andrew Thomas, Cade Mays at tackle. They've got depth, they've got youth, they have production. The Georgia Bulldogs right now with the number 1 offensive line in the SEC. Coming in at number 2, probably no surprise here, it's Alabama, the Crimson Tide, led by Jonah Williams, who already looks like a potential top 10 pick in the NFL draft. He was very good as a freshman, very good as a sophomore. He's been outstanding as a junior, the highest graded offensive tackle in the nation, allowing just 2 hurries on 132 pass blocking snaps, and the unit just lacks a weak link. The lowest graded player, only 64.5. That's still around average and middle of the pack in the SEC. So Alabama has the top end talent like Jonah Williams, but also just solid across the board.
Whew, man, I'm stuffed.
Me too.
Man, I think I could have taken you back in the day.
Taking me? Taking me where? What are you, 140?
Maybe. I had some game.
You're talking about flag football, right?
Nope. Paper. I'd whip your tail in paper football.
You carry around a paper football?
Every day. I don't leave home without it.
Kick it off, big boy.
You're on.
Eckrich. Get Saturday done right.
The number 3 team has surprised everybody in college football this year. It's the undefeated Kentucky Wildcats. I know running back Benny Snell, he's getting all the hype for the Heisman, but the offensive line has been a huge part of that success. They're averaging 5.3 yards per carry on runs between the center and the left guard, 7.7 yards between the center and the right guard. So in between the tackles, Benny Snell is making it happen behind this line, and they've only allowed 19 pressures in 2018, so that's 4th fewest in the conference. They have 4 out of 5 starters producing PFF grades at 70 or higher as well. So Kentucky, much like the teams ahead of them, strong across the board on that offensive line. The number 4 team also in the East, it's South Carolina. Pass protection's been the strength for them. Only 13 pressures allowed on 121 pass blocking snaps. They're led by Zach Bailey, who's been outstanding in pass protection, not allowing a pressure all season. And he's the only player above 70 from a grade standpoint, but most guys are in that 60 to 70 range. So that's average to above average play for South Carolina on their offensive line. And then coming in at number 5, it's Auburn, led by their tackles, Prince Tega Winogu and Jack Driscoll. Winogu's got an 80.1 grade, Driscoll at 73.5. Winogu's been excellent in pass protection, allowing only 2 pressures on 128 pass blocking snaps. And then Driscoll's been right there with him, allowing only 4 total pressures on the season. They haven't been as strong on the interior, but as a unit, still number 5 in the conference with a pass blocking efficiency of 90.9 through 4 weeks. So there you have it. It's your top 5 SEC offensive lines through 4 weeks of play. You can check out the full list over at ProFootballFocus.com. And the entire O-line list has been brought to you by Eckrich, the official smoked sausage of the college football playoff. Don't forget to pick up Eckrich smoked sausage at your local grocery store for this weekend's tailgate or home gate party. And make sure to visit EckrichFootball.com for great game day recipes and to enter their season-long $1 Million Challenge.